Billy uses it. Rio Twerks still go on there and use it. Talking shit because Gigi puts her up the crap. And DC Media Down with Kids M is also another account that's shared by you guys.
Hey, folks. Just getting started here.
I got the IP address. I know
OBS
exactly
is lagging quite a bit today. I apologize for that. We may have a few technical difficulties. It's never a good stream without them, as you all know. Can you at least hear me? Hi, Jamie. Hi, Ann.
At times,
I appreciate you coming in. I know it's a busy day for everybody and their family. Hang on, let me mute Alana. Alana's got a lot to say today, and bless her soul. You know, I think she's having a really tough time. So I hope she has a very good holiday. Anyway, just before we get too busy, I have brought So a friend of mine that owns an embroidery shop. She does the hats, shirts, and stuff for me. So she made Maggie and I this little cooler bag. So what I did was I brought 2 extra cans of my favorite IPA up, so I wouldn't have to leave the stream and be rude and leave you all to your own intents and purposes. So, and let's see if I can do this. Oh, it's backwards. So I'm wearing my Christmas socks. I don't get a chance to wear them very often. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate the check. So yeah, you all have Kryptonite to thank for this. I enjoy live streaming. I enjoy reacting. I normally react to reactors, in other words, Gigi, because Gigi is such an incessant pain in the ass little girl. The problem is his content has just gone into the crapper, and he's no fun anymore. I've thought about doing Negs. Negs is too easy, actually, to react to. So Kryptonite came up with the idea of let's look at Alex. We did a Let's Play stream last week. We're going to do another one Sunday. I love Alex's reactions. He hates horror games so badly, but he is forced to play them by his very dear friends, and that's just wrong. And I love it so much. So his jump cuts and everything are just hilarious. Oh, well, looks like our sound pad's not going to work today. So if you're bored on Sunday after cleaning up all the Christmas goodies, swing on by. I think we're going live at 1 o'clock, so that should be interesting. Now, as for today's content, yeah, this is another Kryptonite choice. Thank you. I have not watched this, although I did have to cheat this morning, and I had to ask her for some backstory history, because honestly, I don't watch these girls. I really don't. I mean, and when I do, I feel really bad because they're just so far gone, and they're not willing to accept help, and most of the people in their chat and everything really are legitimately concerned and want to help her. Thank you. Yeah, let me turn my phone off too. I don't like getting disturbed. So anyway, I had to cheat and ask for a little backstory because this is supposedly her most dramatic moment. Well, Christ, she has so many fucking dramatic moments. Who can tell anymore? But this was Kryptonite's favorite moment, so we're gonna react to it live. The only thing I really know about the backstory here, if I remember, and it's only been a couple hours since she explained it to me, is apparently Amber and Destiny were going out. Destiny decided, fuck Amber, and started hoeing around with Dana. I don't really know these girls. I really don't. Everybody flocks around Amber for her money. That's obvious. I think that's partially why Becky's there. Obviously, that's why Dana was there originally. So there were stories of her, her Christmases and extreme present buying and all that kind of stuff. So, gee, who's that sound like? She hasn't changed a bit. She's still doing the same stuff. So, again, I haven't watched this. I wanted to kind of give it a more genuine reaction, and if I vomit on screen, I apologize. It does happen sometimes when I get extremely irritated and triggered by somebody. So let's get into it, okay? Yeah, it's all Ann's fault, as always. Everything's always Ann's fault.
I feel like it was me making.
My speakers are down. Give me a second.
My cheeks are so red right now, and I took about
Is that a little better, everybody?
a 2-hour break after that video, and I said to myself, I wouldn't feel right uploading this video.
Oh, and my shout out, of course, to Irate Alex
And
for helping me out.
Cry the whole video.
Yes, Anne, it's always your fault. Hi, Alex. You are and queer?
My audience.
I won't go that far. I don't want to be rude. I don't know your sexual orientation, my friend.
Following me. I have been on YouTube for quite some time, as you guys know. I've had my fair share.
So, Kryptonite, can I ask you, how long ago was this? Was this like last year? And I'm lagged, I'm sorry, so I apologize for any of the dead air. I can put Alana on if you want to hear her screeching. I think it's from 2019. And Merry Christmas Eve to you too, Alex, and everybody in chat. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. I get to spend it alone with my wife's cat and work, and that's just going to be really fun. So.
Destiny saved me from a dark.
Wait a minute. I need to roll back a little bit.
You guys have seen that whole journey unfold, and Destiny saved me from a dark place. Like, she is. I'm like shaking. I don't want to cry.
Okay.
That's why I'm
Thank you.
filming this.
Well, you guys know way more about these girls than I do, and I just don't have the time. I really don't. That's why I watch the reactors, because I don't have time to watch the raws, and most of the time they trigger me so much I can't.
With her to know that you don't have to be a family member.
And her crocodile tears, or as we used to bitch at my baby sister, when she would turn on the Niagara Falls waterworks, and cry just incessantly. Oh my God, she's terrible.
Everyone, I am getting an abundance amount of people just upset with me.
Well, you know, Amber, people get upset because you do stupid things and you make bad choices. And, you know, we all do that, but a lot of us try to figure out what we did wrong and try to learn from it and correct ourselves. I'm at the age where I don't really care anymore. I'm just a nasty old man. Kind of like my friend Bloodwing. There's the Bloodwing. Rest in peace to his father.
Parts of life that
very sad that he lost his dad.
Fucking roller coaster. That.
See, the thing with me, I can't tell how genuine she's being here. I really can't. Anybody have an idea? On a scale of 0 to 10, non-genuine to totally terrifically genuine, what do you rate her? I'm throwing her at maybe a 1, maybe a 2.
January 13th, ironically enough, it was actually Friday the 13th. Destiny broke up with me.
Oh.
Since then, I have filmed videos.
And she's what?
I've put
about
on
30 years old?
Fake smiles. I have cried every single time I shut off the camera.
You know I love you, Alex.
I have
always have, always will. No matter what your content and your channel does, I will always be here to support you, my friend. I just have a little bit of problem with Twitch. Okay, we can talk about that some other time. I think you may know that already.
Destiny.
Oh yeah, there's my good friend, Gigi. And of course we still have Alex on the wall. We'll bring him up Sunday. I don't know if I have a printer big enough to print her head and put her on the wall. Fucking potato head. And I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, my sister was large. I mean, large. When she was a young adult, the family tried to help her, and she ended up having bariatric surgery. I apologize for the ad. My stupid ad blocker isn't working. Because, again, I'm a boomer, and I don't know how to work technology.
Why she broke up with me, or what happened.
Yes, I have Gigi on my wall. I actually have a crown, too. I'd wear it, but it actually has Kryptonite's name on it.
But she broke up with
me. It's kind of a long joke. But if you watch my older streams, the really, really junky ones, I think you may understand.
Concepts of the world is the fact that you as a person can have your whole future planned out, your whole, just everything so planned out, and you think you have everything going for you, and someone can just kind of rip that away from you and
Now, isn't that real life? I mean, I can't tell you the number of times that my life was ripped up in front of me and torn apart and thrown at my feet and made me have to walk in the ashes. We all have. We all have times in our lives where reality really sucks, and there's not a lot we can do about it. That's life. That's how things go. That's how we grow. That's how we mature, and sometimes it makes us bitter. That's another video.
completely take that from you. And I feel like that's what Destiny did. We had so much planned. And I am so in love with her still. And I want her to know that.
And is she projecting this now onto Becky? Is that what's really going on here? So I understand she really loves Destiny. I think that's sort of obvious. I think she still carries a torch because whenever they're over together, it's kind of like Chantal and Bibi. It's just ridiculous.
Like I've told her that I will never give up. I will never give up on her. I will try everything in my power to fix whatever is going on with her, and I will be there for her. And some of you were like, some of you knew that we broke up.
So let me ask you, who knows the backstory of how Becky came into this relationship? Can somebody give me a little bit of insight into that? Sorry for a little bit of dead air. I'm not sure. Where did she come from? And where does she fit in with the what looks like a three-way between Amber and Dana and Destiny? And I don't mean that in a gross way. It's just like when they're together, they really seem to shun her. And I really think it's unfair.
And a lot of you were...
But if you have any info, I'd really appreciate it.
This is not attention. No.
Hi, Mike's Thoughts. Great to see you. Thanks for coming.
This is one of the most painful things I've had to go through because Destiny is my everything, and she is the most incredible person in the world. And
I tell you what. I'll give you a little snippet into me. I lost the best thing in my life 5.5 years ago. After an extremely rough battle with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, and it was rough. December 2010, she was diagnosed, and it was the worst day of our lives. I've hated December ever since. I hate Christmas. I hate Thanksgiving. And I'm obviously still recovering from it. I'll never be able to recover. But you know, you move on. I go visit her as often as I can, and I try to stick myself in my friend's crap as much as I can, just to try to feel somewhat relevant. And it's the way it goes, man. People come in and out of our lives so frequently, it can make your head spin if you actually sat and thought about it. Sorry, didn't mean to get a little emotional, but maybe a little bit more beer will help.
one of the best things that has ever happened to me was
It's one of my children tinging me.
Was being her girlfriend. And you know, I don't really know what to say.
You move on. You get over it and you fucking move on. That's all you can do. But no, not you. You have to keep carrying a torch for her for the next 2 or 3 years.
We can still live together. We don't want to lose each other in the sense of like being friends and stuff. And we're even still sharing the same bed. I know we're gonna be like,
It's a BB with benefits type of deal. I get it.
An attachment thing.
I'm sorry, I am trying to pay attention to chat. I promise.
Sleep
It's just.
I just feel my anxiety and my depression.
Oh, thank you guys.
Is through
I'm sorry. It's a happy day. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go down that path. So I think about her all the time. I mean, all the time. In fact, her picture. It's a picture of my. Sorry.
And
I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. And I really can't spin the camera around. I have a picture that my granddaughter drew from a photograph that my mother took of Maggie when she first met her, and she drew that for as a Christmas present for me last year. It was the best present I've ever gotten in my lifetime. It's so cute, and she is so adorable. I can't spend enough money on art supplies for this girl. She is just so wonderful.
To act like, I would ignore the question and I would bypass everything that was mentioned about Destiny, and because I was embarrassed, I'm hurt, I just feel like
of course you're hurt.
Time and just
it's gonna sting. I mean, when you break up with somebody that you've loved for so many years, it's gonna. If it doesn't sting, I'd be worried about you. I'd be really seriously concerned about you.
Like everything I said in the
I am already, but we know you have food addiction problems.
My boss has actually seen that video. She loves my YouTube videos. But
I just don't like the way she treats Becky, and maybe it's only the way it appears in videos, and I doubt that. I'm really pressing X to doubt. Because I really think she's kind of a shit. Narcissistic little fucking shit. Excuse my English.
But, yeah, everything I said in that video is 100% correct. Some of you guys were like, she said single because, she's single because something about the job, and I don't really know what you guys are talking about, but no, that's not it at all. Has something to do with that. It's more so, like, something going on internal with Destiny, and it's just not... It's not up to me to share that with anybody. That's not my doing.
And if you broke up, then shut up. Move on. Shut the fuck up. And as we know, or at least as I was educated this morning, thank you, apparently she ran right off. Didn't even wait for the heat on her lips to cool before she went off and started hoeing around with Dana. Unfucking believable.
That's not right, I guess. And
although I have known married men to do far worse, so...
Like, more than anything, I want you guys to know that I'm still going to make YouTube videos. I'm still going to come with
oh joy, we get to see her 600-pound life on YouTube.
The YouTube video tomorrow with a fake-ass fucking smile, and it's probably going to be like that for a while because I just feel fucking miserable. And I'm still pushing through, and I know, like, YouTube is my job, and I have to make videos for you guys, and I have to
really
gain a composure.
My job?
And I just feel good to finally get this off my chest. I don't have to fake a smile. I can just be 100% real because I've been hiding this for a bit, and
oh no, that's not really what I meant, folks. What I meant, today's supposed to be a happy day. I mean,
have some things I have to work through.
All right, another little tidbit. I think I said this before. I work every Christmas. Always did, always have. Never changes. I hate it. Even though I don't celebrate, I do like to be with my family who does actually celebrate Christmas. My children celebrate. Of course, they're not Jewish. Their mother was not Jewish, so they are not Jewish. They don't celebrate Hanukkah. They celebrate Christmas. So I like this time of year, especially I love my grandkids this time of year, and I have not seen their faces at all. And I'm bumming out. I'm really bumming out. And, when I get to see the rest of the family, it makes missing somebody hurt a little bit less, even though they're hurting as well. We did talk about doing a Zoom. I think that would be kind of cute. This is one thing I want to do with this stream. This live, one of these lives, I would rather talk to you people. That sounds terrible. I'd like to speak with you rather than text chat with you, but maybe we'll do that in StreamYards one of these days. I think that might be fun.
True, I have to work on myself for myself. Destiny will always be a part of my life because she is literally...
Is this a call to fire?
I mean, seriously?
For her, but yes, it is.
killing themselves.
I'm not paying YouTube for adless YouTubes. That's
everything
freaking
to
ridiculous.
me. And
Am I frozen?
the breakup was all up to her, and I can't force her to be with me when she needs to figure stuff out. I don't really know what to say. I don't want advice. I don't want thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't want comments on this video. I don't want anything.
That's like
I
a Heaven's
don't
Gate,
want
a
anything.
Heaven's Gate ad in the middle of a
And I know
breakup
it's gonna
video.
hurt
Awesome.
you guys, because trust me,
Way to pick the geo. Centric ads are
shattering.
YouTube.
And I know a lot of you
morons.
are gonna be like, haha, that fat bitch Amberlynn. Like, I know there's gonna be haters and there's gonna be people who are sad for me, but I just don't want anything. I don't want anyone to talk about this, and I just don't want it to drag on any more than it needs to be dragged on. Just know
You're right, Jimmy.
that I have been miserable.
So, I'm gonna pause it here real quick, and I'm sorry. I think I'm lagging, even though everything looks good. We're green across the board, surprisingly, for my crappy internet connection. Plus, I'm sucking a bunch of it up from my VPN for work because I'm in the middle of doing stuff. Yeah, isn't that great? I love working on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But, no. So, seriously, does anybody know the backstory of Becky? Please. This I'm really curious. I'm streaming and I'm watching myself. This is weird. So I apologize for the lag, folks. I really do.
And I'm still trying my hardest to film for you guys and to film for myself because it gives me a moment of distraction.
I tell you what would really be a good distraction for her. I think she really ought to focus on her OnlyFans account. Screw Instagram, because I think Instagram is a bunch of crap for content as far as that goes. It's great for short little quickie things, kind of like, what was it, Vimeo, I think the name was. But, oh God, Instagram? Are you serious? Yeah, but was that right? How soon after the breakup, Jamie, do you know? I'm sorry, I don't have that information because, unfortunately, I honestly, up until Gigi, I probably never knew any of these women. I never watched any of them. My experience on YouTube was rather boring and bland and basically how-tos and that kind of stupid stuff, technical stuff that would bore the pants off of 99% of the population of the world.
I don't really know what else to say. Honestly, it really fucking sucks.
Some of her pause faces are just amazing.
Just to think of the first time me and Destiny ever met and how amazing it was. I never felt like that before. And she said she never did either. And, you know, she still loves me. And I still love her.
Oh, isn't that just sweet? I'm sure they still love one another. But I'm telling you, if she broke up with you and she's whoring around with another individual, I'm going to press X to doubt on that she still loves you. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. You know, yes, you can love more than one person at a time. I understand that. I'm a very monogamous person. I believe in the vows that I take when I get married, that kind of stuff. So, and I am very old-fashioned, and I know some of you younger folks may not understand that, and that's okay. I get it. But if she broke up with you, let her go. Let her go. She immediately went off with Dana. What does that tell you? She's still interested in you? Oh, I don't think so.
We care about each other so much, and I just wish that I would be her wife one day because that's how it was supposed to be, but maybe I guess not. I don't really know, but as of now, we are not together.
And now you can be Becky's wife. The thing you have to do is you have to treat Becky like a real partner. You have to let Becky do things on her own. You have to let Becky have her own income stream. Becky has some talents. Some of her artwork, yeah, I know. People say, well, she copies. I get that. No, that's my thing. I cannot, for the life of me, draw something out of my head. I just can't. I have an idea. I know what I want it to look like. I cannot put that on paper. I just can't. That was my wife's expertise. I was the coder. I was the programmer. I did all the stuff in the back end. She did all the graphics and the web pages. But Becky, and now I could copy something. So if you threw like a Roger Dean album cover in front of it, I could copy that. Not that way. I could copy it by hand. And I do have some prints like that. I did Todd Rundgren and a few other. I did Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, and not bad. Not bad. I mean, not fantastic, but not bad. I never took any lessons. I had a somewhat skill set for copying stuff. And Becky does too. Yes, she does SpongeBob and all that kind of, but those are characters. I love those characters. I haven't seen those characters in a long time. So, Rugrats and some of the other things that she's talking. Let Becky have her own channel. Who was saying that this morning? I think that was Jamie, actually. I think Jamie may have been the one that said that. She should have her own. No, I'm sorry. It was Katrina Kaboom. She should have her own channel and do her own content and get away from Amber so they can have their own lives and still be partners. And better partners than they are now because they suck.
And,
sorry for that loud clacking. I hate keyboards that aren't clickless.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Breakups are hard. Yeah. Bye.
Come on, Jesus Christ. This is the part where I'd really like to hear you speak rather than watch you type. That I know, because that helps with the dead air. Because somebody like me, because of some things going on in my head, I like to play music and keep something on at all times to distract me from the constant buzzing and the evil things that are in my head. Yeah, I love SpongeBob too. Brown Knuckles. I don't know what to tell you, folks. This is pretty bad. I feel bad. Obviously, I feel bad. She's right. Breakups are hard. But I think we all learned, at least I did, although they still are hard. I went through one a number of months ago. Surprisingly enough, I thought I would never fucking do that again. That was Alex! Probably the worst mistake I've made in a long time. But I love you, Alex, my friend. No, it was rough. It was rough. Individual was younger than I was. Very nice individual. Had some problems, much like I have problems, and things just didn't work out. And it was tough. It was really tough. I was pretty devastated in a nasty way. Yeah, I made a public announcement, put it on Twitter. She happened to see it. Yeah, that wasn't very pretty. Anyway, I've got nothing else going on for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, so I don't know. I may get bored and pull something out of the closet and throw something up live. I don't know. I'm a lazy content creator. I'm not an editor by any stretch of the imagination. I like doing lives because they're lazy, easy content. I'm not trying to make any money off these idiots. I don't care. I have a full-time job. I don't need YouTube's money, and I don't want to be beholden to YouTube. I love the people that watch me, and I love the people that support me. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean. But things like super chats where YouTube gets their cut. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't like that. So if I eventually think about monetization, if I ever get there, which I doubt, I don't know. I don't need it. I do this because I love it and I have fun doing it. And my moderator enjoys doing it. She does a wonderful job of providing me some information and helping out with the channel and things. So I appreciate that. I think we're just going to end it here. I don't think she has anything else to say. No. Say.
Hey.
I'm going to let you have the rest of your afternoon. I hope you all have a blessed Christmas Eve and a blessed Christmas Day. For those that have children, I hope they have a most miraculous day too. Christmas is a special time of year, and I know that. So I'm going to let you people go. Love you all. Have a very Merry Christmas, and thank